Hey, fellow YouTubers, how is it going for you today? I really hope it's going fairly well for you. Today is going pretty good for me. I had a little bit of depression this morning, feeling a little exhausted, but I forced myself to get up and get moving around a little bit and to keep my day moving. Sometimes struggling with mental illnesses, it can be very, very difficult to take that step to take care of yourself and get things moving. But as always, you gotta stand up, you gotta fight, and never give up. And so today, I wanted to discuss with you some ideas on how to keep yourself moving, not to wallow in self-pity, which is very easy for us to do, and to keep moving forward. So to begin, many of you know, that we are in a series of discussions about job possibilities that can help you overcome roadblocks in your career based on your condition. And so therefore we are going to step into a different process of that situation, which means that we're not going to go necessarily into a specific job, but if you want to start a business and move forward from there, I have a good suggestion for you. You don't want to just start any kind of job. You do not want to do a complex job, career, business. You want this business to be a simple one. You want it to have less stress. Stress is a big, difficult process to deal with when you have mental illness, and we really want to resist stress at all possibilities in our lives. Another thing that you have to realize is that if you're struggling with a mental condition, a lot of times you are falling behind on bills. You're having a hard time going to work consistently. Medical bills are climbing. Regular bills, credit card bills, they're climbing. And so it's very difficult to go start a business when you have difficulties with money coming in and going back out. So therefore you need to find one that is a low cost one to get started. You also want to look at one that is a low monthly and yearly overhead. If it's costing you $100,000 a year to run your business, that is a lot of money that you have to divide up through the months. Every single month, that's 12 months out of the year, that you have to pay for that $100,000. That means you're looking at close to 10 grand a month that you'd have to pay out. And that is a large amount of money. You have to come up with a lot of product or services you have to sell. So therefore, the goal is to look for something with a very, very low overhead. And it is possible, and I'm going to show you how. And how you do that is you want to look at what are your passions in life. What do you enjoy? For me, I like to read. I love to write. I enjoy movies. So those are good examples that you could monetize in a business. You could write reviews about a book that you read. And every book you read, you write a review. You can you don't have to necessarily read them all. You can also listen to them on Audible. You could, if you enjoy watching movies, then you can write reviews about movies and giving your input on it, especially since the movie rating reviews and how they do it, I think is slanted, and they do not give you straight up reviews. Most movies that have very negative reviews, I find that I enjoy immensely. So actually having people out there that provide a alternative to the regular stream media review critics is a great way to possibly develop monetization for you. The reason why I suggest something that you're passionate about is because you're less likely to have a lot of stress through it, because it's something you enjoy, it's something you love. You're less likely to have anxiety over it because, again, it is something you love and it is something you enjoy. Because let's face it, if it's something you absolutely hate, you're going to have anxiety about it, and you're going to have stress over it. You're not going to want to get up out of bed and go do something that you absolutely hate. If you cannot stand kids, you do not go write a book about the joys of having children, especially if you don't have children, but that's beside the point. It's that if you don't like children, you don't want to be having anything to do with children. And another thing to realize is that it is much easier to resist depression episodes when you are doing something you enjoy. Like today, I really didn't want to do anything. I was struggling a bit, but there was something that I enjoyed doing, so I made myself get up and get ready and get going, and I was doing something that I was passionate about, something I enjoyed. So the idea is to take that passion and monetize it. Now, how do you do that? Well, that's where we're going to get into the monetization of your passion. And a lot of people think that you can't do what you enjoy because you're not going to make any money on your passions. But that is not true. There are men out there who you can watch on the sports channel. They love to hunt. They're out there hunting. They're getting paid to hunt. There are men out there ice fishing. They love to ice fish. They're making money ice fishing. There are guys out there who are fishing on boats. They love fishing on boats. They're making money on boats. So you can make money on what you enjoy. Now that's more of a traditional type of income that I was explaining there, but there's other ways that is newer, that's only been around since 1995 at the earliest, I believe, and that is through online-based businesses. You can do affiliate marketing. You could become a writer who your main market would be selling to on the internet. You can be a blogger. You can be a vlogger. And you can be a marketer. And a short description of each is that affiliate marketing is like sales but on the internet. And a lot of false beliefs that people have is that if you go through a link of an affiliate marketer, that it's going to increase the price of what you're buying. That is not true. If the mug is $5 to buy it, then it's $5 when you buy it, plus shipping. There is no increased cost to the mug for the affiliate marketer. The marketer is a salesman. He gets paid by the company itself to sell that product to you. So that's one way, is to become an affiliate marketer of products and services that is connected to your niche, which is your passion, what you enjoy. It's the same thing with writing. You write about what you enjoy. So if you enjoy fly fishing, then what you would do is write a simple booklet, for example, on how to fly fish if you've never done it before. What you need, what you don't need, myths versus facts, that kind of stuff. And you can just evolve your writing from there. It can be all kinds of stuff that you can write about. Anything to do with fly fishing because you love fly fishing. Great areas to go. Great baits to use. The best hand technique with the pole. Everything. Whatever there is. There's hundreds, thousands of different things that you should be able to write about when it comes to your passion. Another one is blogging about it. That is essentially kind of the same thing as writing, but instead of doing it in book form, you're doing it on a website. And you are writing on a consistent basis, typically either weekly or monthly or bi-weekly. And in that blog, that you would eventually start adding links that are affiliate links to products and services that would be directed towards your niche, your passion, and that is how you would make money. So that is very enjoyable to somebody who enjoys doing that kind of stuff. A lot of people don't like to write, but you'll find that you don't have to write like traditional writers do when it comes to blogging. It is your blog, and people of like mind to you, they are going to read it. There's simpler ways to write when it comes to blogging. You don't do the full type regular paragraphs or have to have so many words. Now, yes, there are Google algorithms and stuff where they may recommend having so many words to the blog, each blog post and everything, but you know what? You write the way you write. You draw in the crowds that you like. You follow the steps of what you can learn through many, many facets. A lot of it's through YouTube that you can learn about how to blog efficiently. You can go through something like Wealthy Affiliates. I was a member of it for a couple months. They do give a lot of experience and education. I'm not necessarily condoning or criticizing the business because I'm not getting paid or not paid for them. It's just from my experience. I did learn a lot of stuff from it. I think there's a lot of good knowledge that you can gain from it, but it doesn't mean that it's the best option for you. So there's many different avenues of learning to blog. So I would recommend that as an option. Vlogging or YouTube, you can do videos such as this, and you can give information, talk about your passions, pick a subject, talk about that subject through the video, and you can monetize that by putting affiliate links, putting links to Amazon to where you're selling your books. You can set up courses and training programs that people can purchase, and they can go through your link to go purchase from your website. And you can advertise for businesses once they get to see you having a big enough fan base that they will come to you, or you go to them and say, hey, we want to use your channel to push our product. And if it's something you think is beneficial to your customers, if you like it, I do not recommend anything you don't like. And if you've never heard it or about it, or you have no knowledge about it, then examine it, research it, see if you can get some free product based on what they're talking about, and see if it's worth what they want you to say. Because the biggest thing is if you're giving false information, that's the best way to lose a following and lose your reputation, and people will stop wanting to listen to you, and that's the best way to run your business into the ground. So those are some suggestions. A lot of people, they don't try to monetize right away. They just like to try to develop the free content and provide a lot of free content before they get started. That's one of the things that I'm doing. I'm not trying to push product. I'm not trying to push my book that I wrote. If people are interested, they can go to my website and they can check it out. That's the only thing that I have as a link currently on my videos. And down the road, I might start doing affiliate marketing of one kind or another. But as of right now, on my YouTube channel, I do not try to monetize it. So those are some suggestions. You can do many different types of passions in there. You want to find something that maybe not as many people are involved in, because if a ton of people are passionate about weight loss, then it's going to be harder to compete, I guess is the best way to do it in that business. So try to find something specific. So yeah, you're passionate about weight loss, but there's something else in the health industry I'm sure you're passionate about too, or in the exercise industry, or something alongside weight loss. Now, weight loss can be a part of it, but you gotta find where there's not as much competition in it, because the more competition, the harder it's going to be for you to make money. And let's face it, you're here because you need to make money. And the more competition, the less likelihood you're going to make money. And the biggest thing too is, while you're still working your regular job, you can talk to your customers, you can talk to your co-workers about what you're doing. And they may say it's stupid, they may say it's dumb, but depending on what you're doing, it may be something that they absolutely think is awesome too. And talk to your friends, talk to your loved ones, family members, and share what you're doing. And it may not always be positive reception by them, but the whole idea is the more people you tell, even the ones who don't like what you're doing, think it's a stupid idea, They may go to another friend of theirs who doesn't even know you and say, hey, my brother Jake Krol is doing this YouTube channel based on helping people with mental illnesses. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. But they may not know that their friend has anxiety problems and is struggling with their job. And then that person, my sibling could be like, and a lot of his is like getting better jobs, starting up a business. It's dumb. And they're thinking, oh my gosh, I gotta listen to this guy. That might actually, I wonder if there's some validity with what he's saying. So that is a positive about telling people, because negativity always goes farther than positivity. So if you think of it that way, for every negative person that doesn't like what you're doing, they're gonna go tell somebody about it. And so you're getting free word of mouth from all these people who think what you're doing is dumb, and people who have a need based on what you are talking about is going to be there. So if you love fly fishing, a person who is listening to you and thinks it's the dumbest thing, you can't make money on fly fishing. You can't go online, do that stuff. That's stupid. Then he goes and tells another friend who's big into sporting industry and who may be thinking, you know what, I've been interested in fly fishing. He's going to check it out. So it doesn't matter if the person doesn't like what you're doing, if they think it's stupid. A lot of times when somebody says, oh, that's a scam, you're trying to rip somebody off. You're going to try to sell experience, a minimal experience. What kind of money are you going to make? It's like, who's going to pay you for that experience? That's stupid. You don't have a degree. You don't know what you're talking about. You really don't know. Well, they're going to tell everybody it's a scam, and other people are going to be like, wait a second. How is it possible that Jake doesn't know what he's talking about when it comes to mental illnesses? He got burned with sulfuric acid extremely bad. His wife was burned with sulfuric acid really bad. They know firsthand what it's like to have a mental condition due to a traumatic event. They know. And I think, personally, in my opinion, people would look at that and say, wait a second. He's going to know more than a person with a degree, because the fact that he went through it. He went through it. And they're going to be like, I want to listen to a guy who actually went through it than somebody who has all this head knowledge about it. Because a person with head knowledge knows a lot, but they don't really know the inside core to a person of what Jake went through. So I want to listen to what Jake has to say. And that is exactly what you want to get people to realize when it comes to your passions, what you love, what you enjoy. There's always a way that somebody's going to look at you and what you're doing as negative, but there's always going to be somebody who's listening on the other end of that person who's going to be interested, and they're going to look you up. They're going to go to your website. They're going to go to your blog. They're going to go to your YouTube channel. They're going to look and want to learn. And it may take you a long time before you start making good money online. And it may be really short. It's different for each person. But the whole point is, it's a way to start getting yourself out of your job. Or it's going to give you the passion to get to your job first thing in the morning. Get out of your job so you can go home and start your business and promote what you enjoy. And it's going to give you that extra drive, that extra oomph to get up in the morning to do what you have to do so that you can go home and enjoy what you love. And I recommend that that will be one of the best ways to help you fight whatever kind of mental condition you have, whether it's bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, whether it's depression, anxiety, stress of any kind. If you're an introvert and not an extrovert, or however they say it, that you have struggles, you have phobias, you get that drive to just push yourself further and further, and it will get you where you need to go eventually. But the whole point is, you cannot give up. You must always get up and keep moving forward. Keep fighting. When somebody knocks you down, hold your head up high and say that that's just one little tiny roadblock, it's not going to be an issue because I know where I'm going and nobody's going to stop me. There's always a way out. There's always a way around it. I'm not giving up. And trust me, I know what I'm talking about. My medical bills at one point were over $250,000 after my accident, my wife's accident. We know what it's like to be at the bottom of the barrel. We've been there. We're there right now still. We keep on moving forward. We get up every day. We go to work whether we want to or not. And we keep moving forward because we know that we can do what we enjoy when we're done with what we don't enjoy as much. And that is the important thing in life, is just to keep moving forward. Never give up and get to what you want. Get to what you enjoy. Get to what you love. If it means being able to be with your kids at night, go to the job. Get up in the morning. Get home to be with your kids. And as a mother or as a father, you can write a blog about the joys of being a parent with a mental condition, or just the joys of being a parent to children in our century. So I hope these suggestions are great. I hope they give you some hope. I really would love to hear your feedback. Please give me a thumbs up, a like. Please subscribe and share this with other friends and family members. And just remember, for all the negativity that goes around, they're gonna pass it to people who want to listen to you. Keep moving forward. Have a good one. Thank you.